Domain is X. You go from the left to the right. Range is Y. You go from bottom to top. So let's take a look at this problem. 43. What is the domain of the function graph? So first I pick out the keyword, which is domain. That's X. So on the graph right here, I'm going to look at left to right, because the axis are the left to right here. So I'm going to label them left to right. Okay, so here's my graph right here. I'm going to label the left. Here's my left, and then my right here. Okay, you see the line right there. So here's my left number is -2. My right number is 4. It's a closed circle, so I'm going to include it on the -2 right here. This one is included. And 4 is also a closed circle, so I'm going to include it also. And then domain is X. So I'm going to take a look at the answer choices. Okay, so the student chose A because he thought it was points. Okay, in this case, because your graph is continuous, so it's not going to be just point like that. So the student did wrong right there. It's a common mistake, so that's why I want to use this paper. Okay, so we look at other answer choices, and we see C have -4 to 4 all included, so I'm going to choose C as my correct answer. Okay, again, domain left to right. You label the left, label the right, and look for the circle. If there's a closed circle, you're always going to include a line underneath, the equals. Okay, if it's just an open circle, then we're just going to use a less than. Alright, let's take a look at another example student commonly missed. Number 46, what is the range of the function graphed below? So here's my graph right here. And then they're asking for the range, which is Y. For the range, I'm going to look from the bottom to the top. Bottom to top. Remember, Y is up and down. Okay? So my graph right here, I'm going to label them the bottom. Bottom means you go from the bottom to the top right here. Your graph or the starting line right here. So on the Y, we're looking at the Y only. Okay? Right here, the Y equals 0. So my bottom number is 0. My top number is whenever your graph ended. And in this case, it's number 4. 4 right here. That's my top. 0 to 4. Now, the 0 is have a closed circle right here. It's a big dot, so I'm going to include it. 4 is a continuous line. It doesn't have the circle, but it's a continuous line. So again, we're going to include it. The equals when 4. So my answer is it's not B, right? Then the student make the mistake right here. They thought the starting point was this, but no, you have to be careful. Starting point, you look from the bottom as 0. The top is whenever you grab the highest point, which is 4. So your answer should be 0 to 4, both of them included. Alright. Another one right here, what is the range? And we see on the graph we have the arrow right there. It just means it keep going. Okay, so my lowest right here would have to be 2 right here. It's an open circle, so it's just less than 2. Wow, open circle. And it's keep going, right? Range is like Y, so I'm looking up and down. It's keep going to the up mean it have to be greater than 2. Okay, so Y have to be greater than 2. Now, the student right here, they chose X is greater than 2. Well, the student is mistaken between the X and the Y. In other words, they're looking at the domain. They don't look at the range. Okay, so B is incorrect. We have to look at the Y, so it should be D. Alright, so that's my domain and range. Right here, the domain again is X. We look from the left to the right. So it's greater than 7. It's not gonna be B because that's when it just go down. It's not gonna be D because that's when it just go up. Up and down is range, so we don't care about that. The student is making mistake right here by choosing is greater than 0 instead of greater than 7. So my correct answer must be 8. Okay, from 7 and on.